Hello everyone, I'm Longfei Han. Today, I'm going to share with you a story about Meline Tariff and its historical significance. You are looking at the Canadian steamship SS Royal William. On August 18, 1933, the steamship departed from Pictou, Canada. In the next 25 days, SS Royal William, along with 7 passengers, steamed its way through the Atlantic Ocean and finally casted its anchor at Gravesend, England, for sale. Spanish Navy bought the ship for £10,000 and renamed it to Isabel II. William is the first steamship to accomplish transatlantic travel. Merchants are now capable of transporting different agricultural goods across the pond much faster without sacrificing the quality of the products, thanks to the fast-moving steamship. SS Royal William is the first steamship to accomplish transatlantic travel. This means more international trades of agricultural goods are possible. Also, another fun fact is, soon after Spanish Navy bought the ship, it also became the first steamship to fire at an opponent with the intent to do harm, instead of just warning. This is a picture of Félix Jules Meline. He was the premier of France at the end of the 19th century. He was facing a big challenge. Cereal grain exporting from America to Europe was increasing. Because of that, domestic cereal price was decreasing. French farmers' income was also decreasing. So, as a result of this pressure, in 1892, Premier Meline introduced the Meline Tariff to protect the profit of French cereal farmers. The details of the Meline Tariff were quite simple. It increased the price of import cereal by 5 francs per 100 kilograms. That's a 25% increase. Also, the tariff can also be adjusted every year based on market price. What impact can this tariff have? Let's find out. Before 1892, due to the Fair Trade Agreement signed between France and the UK, the price of cereal grain were the same between two countries, all at 20 francs per 100 kilograms. 5 years after France introduced the Meline Tariff, the price of cereal grain decreased 10 francs per 100 kilograms in UK, while in the France the price only decreased by 5 francs per 100 kilogram. Another impact Meline Tariff had is on the birth rate of the society. The birth rate of France started to fall around 1790. Before the tariff, the overall birth rate of France declined by 2.2 per 1,000 inhabitants every decade. The decade after the tariff was introduced, the birth rate declined only by 0.7 per 1,000 inhabitants, and is plus 8.8 per 1,000 inhabitants among major cereal production districts. Now, let's look at education. In 1882, the French government made all primary education free to public. Majority of the country achieved primary education enrollment rate of 100%. But in 1896, 4 years after the Meline Tariff, the enrollment rate of primary school fell by 3.9% for boys and 4.4% for girls, respectively. You may ask, but why? Until today, there is still no universal conclusion of how or why Meline tariff impacted birth rate and decreased education rate. But many believe the aftermath of Meline tariff fits the model of the unified growth theory. According to the unified growth theory, economic incentives determine population size and education, and population size and education determine the technology growth. In our case, Meline tariff secures the income of the farmers, so now they can afford to have more children. Then, the growing children can work on the farms and make a decent living without going to school. And eventually, the lack of education leads to slow technology growth. With Meline tariff during 1890 to 1910, wheat yield per hectare of France was only one-third of other European countries. And also, among the developed world, France had the fourth lowest agricultural productivity improvement. So, what can we learn from the past? As the international trades are more and more often, we will have to face stronger competitors from all over the world. As a protection mechanism, we want tariffs. Tariff will help us relieve our pressure from the competition. But low pressure also means we will lose our edge to improve ourselves. Then we will fall behind from everyone else. As a conclusion, what should we do? In my opinion, tariffs can be used, but has to be used with diligence. We can't rely on protection. We need to rely on internal improvement. At the end, education is always the key to success. These are my references. Thanks for your time.